going on, people? This is What Are You Doing? And my video today is um, should stepkids be treated the same way as our blood kids? Um, and the easy answer to that is absolutely. Um, if a man is dealing with a woman with a kid or two kids or three kids or four kids or five kids, however many kids you decide to take on uh, with this woman, yes, it is our responsibility to teach these kids the same way you would teach yours. And the reasoning behind that, and okay, so here's how I see the whole process. Um, we all gonna get old at some point. We all gonna get old at some point. And not to say that I want to, have my kids to lean on, or maybe I may have to live with my kids one day. But I'll say this. I'll say this. And even in God's eyes, treating kids um with respect and treating them the same way you treat your blood kids is the only way to do it, because basically if you don't, man, it's gonna come back. It definitely will come back um in a negative way. Um and I say that because, like I said, I have done this before, and I honestly, for us in the black community, man, we need to be around as many kids as we can. I'm not taking the selfish way out now. And I say that because I just feel like our kids, whether it be your blood or not, need us to be a strong part in their lives, to help them navigate what's going on out here, man. And this world is not uh it's not the easiest place. And I'll just talk about this country. It's not the easiest place to live. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the freedom, and um I do actually love this country, even though a lot of the people in this country don't love me, but that's okay. Um, we're in a much better situation than we would be in some places. I'll say some places. I'm sure there's other places in this world that black people get respect, and so, to get back on the topic at hand, is yes, I absolutely, and any man that takes on a woman with kids should absolutely treat those kids with respect, teach those kids the same thing you would teach your kids. And it's really only right, man. It's so many kids out here right now today that's in foster homes, that's in boys and girls homes and boys and girls clubs and stuff like that. Even when you think about this, there's a lot of programs out here like the Big Brothers and Big Sisters. So what do you think those people are doing? Although they're not living with a kid or kids, it doesn't matter, man. I mean, we still need to pour what we have into these kids. Now, of course, once they become adults and they decide to do whatever it is they decide to do, then that's on them. I can't, I can't guide you once you become an adult. But of course, if you still wanted the guidance and questions about different things, I'm always here. But yes, I do think, and this is for the women that have kids that don't have a dad that's doing what he's supposed to do in his kids' lives. I think that guys really need to understand that it's really not as hard as people make it out to be. It's one of those things where I know some guys look at it and frown. I mean, of course, everybody have their own comments and their own ways. Other people say, "Oh, well, that's just because you can't get nothing better," or what. I mean, hey, you can make whatever comments you want to make as far as what a person can get and what a person can't get. Let me tell you something. I'd rather take a woman with with multiple kids than to take a woman out here that's willing to sleep around with everybody out here and not have any kids. I mean, it's a lot of people out here, man, that do some shady stuff. you know. And so when guys get to, you know, picking a mate or someone that they want to be with, and if there's a kid in a situation, if there's multiple kids in a situation, that's what you signed up for. You know, that's what you signed up for. Um, I don't see where, especially in the black community, where it should be something that's looked down upon, that men are willing to take these kids on and do what we're supposed to do. When you have football coaches, boxing coaches, basketball coaches, all of these different people that play parts in our lives as young people, even as adults. I just don't see where people should be, or should think that, um it's okay to not or it's not okay to 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 treat this kid the way, or treat these kids the way you would treat your own. I mean, if you look, here's the thing. I know some guys would probably be in it for other reasons, and whatever those reasons are, if it's really not to take that family forward, to take that woman and her kids, and if it's not to move them forward, or to lead them in a positive way, then man, you know, you really out here, you're really out here doing black people a disservice. So yes, my comment on this is yes, absolutely. I would definitely treat all kids the same, you know. I mean, yeah, your blood, you know, your blood, you have a little bit more closeness, and the reasoning with the closeness is, you know, if I need to spank you, I'm a deal with you, you know. If you know, and so yeah, there's rules when you are dealing with stepkids. There's definitely rules, and 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 any man with any type of common sense would understand those rules. There's rules for girls, there's rules for boys. So, like I said, man, and this is for, like I said, this is for people who, everybody have their own opinion. You know, some people come on and say, I'm not doing it, you know, because you got this problem, you got that problem. I mean, you got to be smart in the situation. You got to be smart. But if you love that woman, you are going to accept those kids, and you're going to do the right thing by those kids. And if you don't, then you know, you shouldn't have, you probably shouldn't have never did it, you know. But then the thing is, I think a lot of guys, they be in it for certain, you know, they be in it for some of the other things or some of the other goodies, and they're not willing to deal with the other parts. Because yes, dealing with broken families is definitely, it's much harder to deal with. But like I said, man, that's easy for me. That's easy for me to say, and it's easy for me to do. Not saying that there's no problems in there, because yes, there are problems in there. But at the same time, and for the women, man, look, you need to look for a guy that's willing to, and that's when y'all sitting down and y'all sitting at the table eating dinner, on a date or something like that, that's the questions you need to be asking. You know, and that's the it look, you ask the hard questions early, so you don't have to worry about it later in the you getting ready to get into a you getting ready to get a house with this person, or you need to ask the hard questions early. The hard questions to get all of that foolishness out. And if a man is really not in for the whole, you know, in for the long run, to help promote that family and to help move that family forward, then keep looking. You don't have to, and like people say, you don't have to settle, you know. So your kids are important. These kids are important to this world. The kids are important to us. So anyway, y'all leave some likes and some comments. Definitely leave some comments. I want to hear what the ladies and the guys have to say about this, and what y'all think, and what y'all think the differences is, if you agree with it, or if you don't agree with it. Yeah? You know, we'll talk about it. I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Y'all be cool.